play. They actually, if I'm not mistaken, beat Eternal Fire, which they beat Eternal Fire on Dust 2. So that was one of their good maps. And now they're going to have to change up their veto. But the last series of the day, the last series of this round of 16 in playoffs is on the way. And it's off to a bang. The pistol round on Mirage has started. The map pick of B&E, and they're running out of the A-bomb site, leaving Synopsy to lurk through middle, who's found his prey.
Yeah, Lollipop, though, on the flip side, catches GXX. A man who's been around in the Russian scene for a long damn time now. As Scenario gets decapitated by just begging to be shot with that Glock. And the first one does peek on over. Lollipop into Messi. Engagement, running out of ammo is Synopsy. It's one bullet from either of these two guys now. The Glock is spamming away. It's got the bullet advantage, but somehow MDS survives for a long damn time. And with the last bullet, I do believe Synopsy rips the head clean off of BNE. It's not the cleanest of pistols I've ever seen, but they do steal away that opening round. Bit of a rocky buy here for the Websters. That A1S is certainly better than nothing in ZNX. Oh my god! What a shot onto Juan Vlatro. Normally it's him with the Deagle antics, but he's received a taste of his own medicine in this online world. And in the 4v4 we go now. GXX does trade on back. MDS loses his head as Box. No way. Oh, this could be a knife kill. He's going to play time on it, that's for sure. Synopsy, none the wiser, finally shuts him down, decides not to play with his food.
The first contact will be Tinner. We were hyping him up. We were saying how impressive he's been. He's got a scout, and he's going to throw a smoke in front of him to support him and Lollipop. Lollipop's got no armor because he dropped over that A1S to Box. Going through, denies the bomb plant, cannot get the kill. Rigon having to now plant for connector where a smoke is down. And you can see that Scenari is waiting for Box. Scenari's waiting for Box, and he'll strike. However, it's all down to that aforementioned man now. Over towards Short, lines up, sprays, and does connect a few bullets. No kit, and that's going to favor Sereni. 10-second defuse, and he nails the first. Tinny sticking the bomb. And ice in the veins. Sereni goes, peeks in, and warrants a second for B&E. All defenders for Websters are there. And it's only Lollipop 21k to try and withstand this 4-man offensive coming up through connector and A-ramp.
Well, he does have a little bit of help here now, but the Molotov is a moment too late, and Rigon. Oh, he's a little bit too fast. It's a gorgeous adjustment. Lovely one-tap. If it hadn't clipped the corner of the box, it would have been a guaranteed kill. T-Net trades it out, though. Still a 4v3 for the CT side. But Juan Vlatro, the spray is lovely, but he can't quite seal it off. T-Net on the flip side. Don't deny anything further. Synopsy, his position is lovely with a MAC-10, but again, that's a MAC-10 and not a rifle. GXX will have to be the star of the show here in Box. So hesitant to tap that bomb. And Synopsy, he's upgraded to an off. This is perfectly played in the post while by Bad News Eagles. And my goodness, they're looking a hell of a lot stronger than the previous favourite to Sprout in this engagement.
It feels like already a little bit more structured. I think, oh, that's an unfortunate one. Sereni hides in the smoke that Box had thrown for him. Right, it works out perfectly, and Box has been full blind. What a weird start to this round over on top middle. But Box is now stuck between a rock and a hard place, with ZNX getting his first kill underpass, and then, yeah, Sereni revealing himself, but the Yorpa is able to double up.
Yeah, Scenari eventually removed. It's into the 4v3 with Thrust. Websters have another advantage, but it's not done them any favours before. Especially now as Juan Vlatro entries, but decides to pull out a Molotov as he jumps into the site. Did misplay there as T-Net capitalizes, but Synopsy looks to perform an autopsy on a couple of corpses around the backlines. Perfect positioning, perfect hold. MDS waltzes straight into him.
He just needs to stay alive, but the problem is he's got no help. That's the only issue. And they've just spotted him. What a headshot. Okay. Synopsy's down. GXX will get the bomb planted. Transitions to the A1S. Now back to Yorp. Stuck in the Molotov. Forced out of position. Still lands the headshot. But he won't realize how close that X is. And the Yorpa will start off the round. And he'll end it off. Couldn't quite capitalize on the HP.
Severe. But MDS, regardless, looks to cause some severe damage to this apartment's push. Synopsy edging up close and personal behind the smoke, but MDS, a 2K spray down with the weaker weaponry, doesn't give a damn. That is immaculately played, and Juan Vlatro, there is no opportunity for a trade. In fact, he thinks MDS has already fallen back. Rigon does at least pull one through, but Juan Vlatro still none the wiser.
Trusty for Mass might have support from ZNX. I'm seeing if the rotation comes in, and it will now, but it's going to be a little bit too late. He has to step up here, Tom.
I mean, he's in the perfect position. He's yet unchecked, and time is ticking. When Vlatro will fall, MDS has actually spurred the bomb planter off of his position. Rigon trades. But Bear with a second to spare, the Fama spray comes on through, misses the target, and MDS is now left to ace out this round as the only solution. Ceneri spots the man, Rigon dances round, and from the bench position, somehow again, B&E will steal it. Indicative of the lack of experience, perhaps, of this squad playing together, but practicing with them before the change was announced, because Stiegler, the former coach, he was dropped in November, I think it was, as Box drops Rig on early doors, and maybe Websterz with some rifles can finally find some further impact. Big stuff there.
Just aren't. They are genuinely holding strong, and they've got a nice hold between Lollipop and Tinny right now, because I don't think one Flasher is going to expect both of these Cs, but the problem is that flashbang actually blinds both of them, and now one Flasher just entered onto this A bomb side. Sorry, how's that happen now?
That's beautiful there from Juan Flatro. Dancing on in the Ceneri now. Looks to further disadvantage. Bomb is dropped. Alt retrieved. Lollipop, though. Oh, he slept in on it. Undetected completely. This is a massive round there from Websterz.
Oh, okay.
3 left alive, and B&E finally let things slip. Lollipop, that was an immaculate play from CT.
Up close and personal, Lollipop and Box might not anticipate as flash over. Snopsy fully blind. Oh, the perfect play. The bomb. Lollipop's dropped the bomb. He's even going to smoke it off. Rigon might be able to try and get it. He's got a small gap above the smoke, and Lollipop, he goes to look for it, but it's too late. Ceneri as well over in Palace strikes down one. Sorry, in middle. But Zeta next from short has jumped into window and is going to be able to close off if anyone goes towards connector. MDS has to go help his teammate on the A-bomb side, but they're focusing towards middle first, and that's the wrong play.
Honestly, with how prevalent Bad News Eagles mid-control has been this map so far, it's good that ZNX sits there. It's bad that his teammate peeks in without any assistance. Ceneri, oh, it's a freebie. It's all fallen to pieces yet again, as Box in a 1v3 hides under Palace, cowers in position. They don't know about him just yet, but hello, GXX. That's a bit of a misplay, but Rigon is there to immediately trade as the Alt barrel, I'm going to assume, conceals the man below in this tournament.
Is Sprout not ahead of them?
No, because Sprout are 19, B&E is 17, and Synopsy feeling 17 again with that 180 flick. Dexterity in the wrists as Lollipop and ZNX, they do trade on back, and Websterz, they do at least have an advantage in this round, but Mr. Strongarm of Juan Fletcher himself to try and flip that back. The statistics are just numbers to him. They mean nothing on the outcome of the overall round, and Ceneri ensures just that. ZNX removed.
A mistake. The only issue now is that Sereni, he's got the rifle of Tinir right in front of him. He's only on 12 HP, and yeah, that's the issue. Molotov being prime as well. GXX has been hit by it. He's been tagged. He's been heard. He's been forced out, but is going to make his way to the bomb site. And with that Molotov into market,
oh no.
No. I was going to say the bomb's going to go down and one Fletcher is going to get a kill. It would have been a nice little 2 versus 2. They're an issue now. GXX, 1 versus 3. 2 defenders coming from apartments, 1 coming from short. No kit, 3 AKs, and a dream for GXX.
This is every AWP's nightmare. There's so many angles to cover. Oh, and the flick shots will be brutal if he's given flick shots. Misses the second. It was a golden opportunity to capitalize. Misses a third shot. Dos Martinez. Oh, wow! GXX! Oh my god, the 1v3 clutch. There's no way he pulled that out the bag. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest by any stretch of the imagination, but that last kill was stupid. It was unobtainable in every measure, but he still somehow finds it.
Having, and especially ZNX, seems to be under the impression there could be someone there. Box burning alive, down to 40 HP. Kills going back and forth. But it's actually going to favor the Websterz. Box, even though he's on low HP, he's still going to be able to put pen to paper. And they've heard from Flatshow. They know where he is. He's about to get knifed, but he stabs, but he shoots him right back into the head. In the meantime, Sereni, who's trying to lurk out of Palace, or sorry, ramp.
Looks like he's going to either wait till the very last second to go for the pinch, or not at all. But no, there we go. Saves the AWP, and that is at least something for Juan Fletcher here. Level of opposition. So there is still plenty of room for surprises, but Rigon looks surprised, and Lollipop, unfortunately, doesn't like surprises. Finds 2, damages a 3rd. Box does even more, and oh, wow, the round is over. Easy. I could barely spit my sentence out, Freddie. And with that, we will be going to a halftime, where we will see if Websterz have done enough to pull off a comeback in the next half.
They're grouping up. towards apartments. Smoke goes out, flashbangs propelled. 3 defenders here and the 4th not too far away. MDS the first to fall, Tinny and Lollipop to fall in their same manner. Box all by himself now in a 1 versus 4, and he will quiver to the end of Rigon's USP. It's a very awkward position to be in because no one's got the bomb site just yet. Webster's are tentative to get here, and while they're being so slow, the smoke's starting to fade, and that's going to start favoring B&E, but a lovely re-smoke over towards top connector does just force back one flat throw. Look at the flank, though. Look at Soneri, who's really, really coming on this extended flank, and MDS is holding for him for now, but how long is he going to hold for? You've got Tinir and Palace who's now going to be called upon. Rigon will be the first to fall, though, towards CT. He does have GXX not too far away, and he's trying to play, trying to see if he can find anything. But that's when the flank starts. Sereni now puts it into disarray. 3 versus 3. And whoa, Websters do clinch it up. GXX last alive. And Lollipop will nail him in the head. So many times that could have gone the way of B&E. But Websters do clutch it up.
RMR 2020.
Never considered even played at a big event before.
That's rough, man, for a player of his caliber.
It was because I remember he had that little issue of just like, he didn't go to finest and he kind of stunted his career. And right now, this Webster's rosters are looking to make movements, but GXX is crushing that dream one AWP shot at a time. Synopsy, he's here with this Mag 7, but he'll do it with the USP and Fox in a 1 versus 3. 10 seconds left, bomb down. He's got a player, ramp player in jungle. Might just be able to plant the bomb. 5 seconds.
Ooh, there's not
just
enough time.
got it. Yes, no, he's got it. Just about. He will have enough time. Bomb goes down, but as it does, Rigon is there, jumps up on Tetris, and Websters cannot continue. Well, it was literally only like, what, 4 rounds in a row? 3 rounds in a row at max?
Connecting.
Oh,
that
that's
is a
so
big
unfortunate.
issue.
That's a turntable, because this is a round where B&E have no money. Websters equally have no money, but they forced into it. Winning this, oh, they might not even win it, because GXX and Synopsy in the middle are going on a mad one. The A anchor as well as holding strong. Oh, no shot of B&E lost 1 flat throw this early on in the round, and still they've taken, like, what, 53 damage after losing 1 flat throw, and they've got 3 kills from it.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. 1 flat throw, his death was like the confidence surge that Webster's needed, but that confidence turned into cockiness real quick, and Rigon turns this into an incredibly winnable round. MDS gets nothing.
No
My God,
shot.
let's call that a flawless round, because it basically was.
Notoriously strong on Mirage, and Webster's, I've seen them do very well on Inferno before, and it's going to be their map pick, so we might see a little bit more, but this game isn't over just yet. Ooh, what? Wait. Oh, just through the smoke. Okay, GXX. Yeah, grand. I guess it works. 4 versus 4. As soon as Webster said anything, it's been taken away from them. And you've also got to tag down Tinir and MDS. And 1 flat throw just lurked through top mid. Scene 2, claim the scalp of the first. Claims the scalp of the second. ZNX, last alive. 1 versus 3. They know where he is. And he'll be annihilated with the USP. Mirage goes the way of the Eagles.
Yeah, of all the weapons to go down to as for last player, the USP is not top on your list of priorities. To even get here.
Yeah,
Apologies, you take away the pistol.
So I was going to say, talking about back, Synopsy, he's close with the dual Berettas. 3 players in front of him. Peeks out a little bit too late. Will get the first, but Lollipop nails him in the head with the Glock. GXX tries to trade.
Yeah, you can tell it's late when I'm making cheese references, but GXX looks to melt the opposition as they push his bomb site. Lovely first frag, and that is the bomb isolated in towards balcony. Massive good news for his teammates behind the smoke towards long, but Lollipop has just about managed to elude detection. As I say that, he does go for the default plant, and Rigon, well, he puts himself into gear. We'll find that first frag onto Lollipop, leading just Box in a 1 versus 3. Now it is planted for him, but he's also being held by 2 of these rotating B&E players, and with that, it will be a first on the board.
Well, the wrong
team. I thought the MP9 was a max 10 for a second. I apologise, Freddie. It's been a long day, but Box looking to shorten things as he's going to double entry towards the top of Banana. That is a massive opening encounter, and with that 1 flat throw, he's got a lot of damage left to deal, and he's only going to receive some in its stead.
Literally could not be any better. That is the best timing of a smoke, and he's standing behind it. They're going to have to go through us eventually, and they're going to have to go through at a very, very late time.
They do still have util. They do need to get a move on in using it, though, and ZNX has just been taken down. Massive equalizing kill, and Rickon now starts his rotation. Juan Flatro, though, looks to ensure that he will not be needed. And look at this. MDS falls to the wayside as well. Lollipop stuck in a 1v3, and Juan Flatro sticks a bit of lead in his forehead. 7.62 reigning true, and with that, BNE. Fantastic second round on the board.
That was actually such a fantastic play. That worked out so nicely.
For Webster's across the previous two maps. It's not quite 29 out of 30 rounds lost honorist style, but it's certainly not looking fantastic either. Box and Lollipop, though, big frag apiece, and every caught in the Molotov. 5v4 now, as Webster's have a huge advantage. Synopsy does have assistance from Juan Flatro, but Webster's have the assistance of manpower and utility, forcing off the rifler. The parts is ripped out the sky. Tina.
To Lollipop. Disadvantage in the favor of BNE. And whoa, there they even it up. Juan Flatro claims the second. And it's a nice post plants for Webster's, I will say that. But that smoke completely puts them in a bit of a sour position with no one at the back of the bomb site. It might just come down to MDS here.
Oh, and MDS already plucked from position. Bomb is stabbed, the defuse is being stuck, if I'm correct, though. Is there a kit? They've got the only man without a kit trying to stick the bomb here, and it's actually going to come up drums. What? Of all the people to put on the bomb, they go for the 10-second stick just to insult their opposition there.
An incredible scoreline. And like GX6 is still doing quite nicely with 4 kills, and Juan Flatro is being enabled here. He wants to go forward, and he's going to get another one. 12 and 0. Oh, no one can stop him. Gets to 13th, and he even has support if needs to be by Synopsy. Spam through the smoke. He does get tickled a wee bit, but it doesn't seem to deter him. He's now being left alone on that B bomb site. With Synopsy going over to help his teammates on A, they're going to anchor down this position and just leave. What? Juan Flatro has no util. Or has he just not picked it up yet? But either way, being left alone there with no util and 22 HP is it's a pretty rough, it's a very rough position to be in.
Yeah, it's I would say Synopsy should probably start heading over to support his teammate. That lack of utility is starting to give me bad premonitions. Smoke falls in. Juan Flatro, no way does he swing this. He does. Gets information that there are at least 2 there. Should now call in this rotation and does big damage to Lollipop on that spray through the smoke. Doesn't need vision to hit his targets. He's just magnetically attracted to them, it seems. Could even deny this bomb plot. My God, Juan Flatro!
What?
That is ridiculous! No way!
Okay.
Lollipop finally puts him to bed, but that is outstanding! And the balls on this man, they're unhinged.
That was silly. That was just dumb. And it works out so well because of his mechanical brilliance.
Rating in the past 3 months on HLTV, which is
sorry,
beyond
Synopsy might get caught off guard because, Box is coming around the corner without him seeing. Sorry to cut you off there, but Box has been a little bit sneaky there. Scenari. He's going to have to hold strong. Juan Flatro with one single flashbang propels it forward. Full blind. He even gets a spam through the smoke. And Scenari on the back of this bomb site hasn't been found yet. They've definitely heard him though. How is he still alive? Dead man walking, you'd think. Nader Molotov not even going on his position. And he still even gets tin air. Flag coming through from Rigon as well. Pulls out the Molotov, but Lollipop is there to execute him. And Juan Flatro, he may be a Goliath. He may be a god in some people's eyes, but this 1v3 is a little bit too much to ask for.
He can no longer feel at all as his head's been ripped to pieces, and with that the bomb will be going off. And MDS dies as well. Oh, that's so detrimental to their economy, Fred. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen from him. The man is just left-click holding, and they're walking into his crosshair for him. Now, Webster's have at least broken the spell, broken the streak, and Scenari needs to avoid allowing himself to be broken on Banana without first finding a frag, and will do just that. Synopsy not having as good a team, as good a game as his teammate in Flan. I can't speak English, it's fine. Tina will kill him regardless. Cuts my sentence short. But the problem is, Lollipop 21k, the prison guard, looks to lay down a very harsh sentence to these A bomb site players, as he's now given the call that the A site's completely clear. Oh, the fake is immaculate, and with that B&E, they have let this one slip through their fingers.
They will be able to save though, so I guess it's a silver lining. You're going to have 2 M4s and an AWP going into round number 8, but you don't really have the money to buy up around it. And oh, don't even have that the second M4 now, the third. We need more doctors. One type a day attracts a doctor a day. Either way, enough of our attempted wordplay.
Pistol Synopsy has actually fully invested. It's a risk, but I see why he's done it, but
Well,
it is, yeah. Scenario to go down first. Rig on a swift trade. Rig on tries to go for the fallen AK. Fails in that endeavor as Lollipop. Ooh, he almost gets a free Flatro. No Juan for Flatro this time as GXX is there in the backline. Synopsy. A salacious frag, and perhaps the upgrade was worth it, at least for him. My god, he's found another! It's now 1 versus 2 for GXX, but unfortunately Lollipop is too promiscuous, and with that, it's not only love that will get you down. The map completely. Scenario's already fallen back to the bomb site, will get flashed on over, but he's too far back for the flashbang to remain in effect! And my goodness, ZNX lightning fast catches a frag on the AWP, and Tina chimes it in again. Synopsy falls, and bad news Eagles, they flail.
bad news for them indeed. Websterz do the exact same play, and it works out even better. Last round, it was 2 players. This round, it was 3 players against the full buy. And they are going to be saving. B&E shall be quivering away.
6. They still don't surpass the talent of one Flatro. And even he has slowed down in the past.
This is going to put Regon in a very uncomfortable position. Molotov being beat, and Synopsy spam through smoke, won't connect on anything. Look at the flank though, look at one Fratcho, with Serenity behind him, they're so close.
I don't know what just happened in Library there though. Synopsy gets a freebie. Oh, and the
What?
smoke spam. Does he kill the default site planter?
Yeah,
That
he
is
does.
ridiculous. This one Flatro gets no smoke by ZNX. The round keeps going crazier and crazier. ZNX in for a double GXX to seal the deal though. It goes down to a 1v1 amidst the carnage. And with that, it's 6-6. B&E finally put another on the board after a false gamble stack.
Websterz, and then ZNX gets a double there, but is instantly traded out. 1 versus 2, and then the trades just go in their favor. Look at this though, aggression towards B early on. Websterz running through the Molotov. No smoke, no nothing. They're here. One Flatro dies. Synopsy dies. Scenario's here to try and save the day, and he will stop them with utility, but still the advantage for the Belarusians.
I mean, they are not good at keeping or taking banana control back on this B&E side. That's definitely something to go back to the drawing board on. Oh, this box sends Scenario into his own box-sized coffin 6 feet under. GXX chimes on in for a massive double, though. We're back into 2v2 territory. GXX is the new hero. Almost catches the frag onto MDS, but no. Regon now left to deny the 1v2 with pressing. Finds the first, not the second. Big round there from MDS. And Flatro sits alone on the A-bomb side. If only Websterz knew this. But no, I'm lying to you. It's Rigon sitting alone on the A-bomb site. As when Fletcher rotates off at the worst possible moment. Scenario's at least good for the first, and Synopsy chimes on through for one more. They are still within reach of that 7th round, especially now as the rotation comes back. And ZNX and Box, they're completely outnumbered. It's a 1v2. It is still possible. If he can win this duel against Scenario fast, he will only have one more player to deal with. But is he going to go for the full rotation back to 8?
Just like quicker, 10 seconds left. Box is running around the corner, gets spotted, bomb's gonna get planted, Molotov gets put down. And okay, bomb goes down, but Regon is able to dispatch with him. And you were saying that the 7th, and they found it. Dead even at the half. B&E lead by 1 map. And on Webster's map pick, they are vying to push us onto that 3rd map. But we will not find out until after the break. Support his teammates and the whole of B&E with their smoke and their flash. They're going to drop the smoke towards CT, flash over. No one's going to be blinded just yet. And Lollipop's going to get the first kill. One Flatro being tagged down. GXX loses his life. And it's looking pretty good for Websterz unless one Flatro can pop off, pulls up the USP. Oh no, surely not again. Looking for a 20-second kill, and he'll find it. One Flatro on for the ace. How is this possible? He's pushed up aggressive, 9 HP, and he won't find it. Tinir, walking wounded, will finally fall. And one Flatro. Don't know how he hasn't hit that, to be honest. The easiest shots, the ones you miss. But 2 on the A and the B bomb sites, especially on A, completely separated. One Flatro is looking to tear them apart. He spots the shoulder of the MP9, sprays, and gets saved by his teammate. Lovely team play. And that right there is a prime example of how London playing together. They are so acutely adjusted of when to hold and when to swing for their teammates.
Players left alive, and Rickon on the Mac-10. He can just go hunting here. Doesn't really need to bring that Mac-10 into the next and won't be afforded the opportunity. This box eventually shuts him down, but Juan Flatro loves an eco-frag or two. The AK will deny anything further. Very strong forward position. Tina, though, speaking of strong forward positions, completely blinded out of his. Thankfully, though, MDS is there to trade, and what a sight hold from the two Websters boys on A. Not even had to activate ZNX yet. As Tina tucks himself in towards box. Synopsy goes down under the hay cart and leaving just GXX in a nightmare 1v5, sorry.
Yeah, he's got an exam.
8 hours time.
That is very unfortunate, but you know what?
But I'm here for the counter-strike.
Yeah.
I'd have been pretty nifty at doing so as Juan Flatro needs to sneak his way into a 2K here. MDS the first to fall. Box, will he follow the same pursuit? Yes, he will, but this time Box comes out on top.
Very good point in time to help Lollipop. Flashbang needs to go out right now. Lollipop needs this support. Box, he's got a flashbang, use it, but he doesn't. And Lollipop falls to the hands of Sereni. Comes out way too late, but the spam. Oh, the spam surely does connect. Loads of HP knocked off both Sereni and GXX. Look at the flank as well. ZNX. 2 flashbangs of himself. He's coming from Banana. And we've got Tenir alongside Box from CT, and Tenir just gets 2. Somehow multi-frags there. 1 versus 3 for GXX. New Box. He's got 13 HP. Misses the first shot. Knows where 2 of them are. Molotov lands at his feet. Pushed out the angle. And the Orpa will come through from Banana and neutralize him with the AK. Snobsy's got through. 40 seconds left. This is winnable.
Way.
He has to get ZNX, but ZNX is holding for him. No, how is he expecting this? ZNX is holding for Synopsy, his exact same position. No! Oh, the timing! Oh, no shot! As he's about to come around the corner, Synopsy then places him. Just about to get the spray, and now they're wrapping around the B bomb site. 20 seconds left. Time is of the essence. They have to go. Lollipop spams through a smoke, gets the first. Bomb gets dropped. Tinner is still on the back of this bomb site. He has to be the hero. Flash is coming from Banana. MDS has one more. Throwing it over Tinner. Oh, fully blind. One Flatzo lands the headshot. Box can't stop it. And MDS in a 1 versus 3. He's very close, but there's no hope in hell. They've spotted him out, but he does connect the first. Switches over to the AK. 31 hit points left. Nade goes over, lands on nothing. One Flatro, he's still alive, and that's the menace. Molotov goes towards Dark, flushes no one out. It does tell us, though, that there's no one there. And with time ticking down, MDS is making noise. One Flatro picks on a timing, and B&E, how have they won that? Synopsy has won it single-handedly for the Kosovoians. Fresh. That was a good round from them, and they get so unlucky. ZNX is going to watch back that demo and cry himself to sleep. And what is even more depressing is that Box does lose his life, but a nice trade there from Lollipop. Fully blinded. Wait, that's the bomb. Wait, what? Why have B&E just sent Synopsy with the bomb alone? They're now scrambling to go back and get it. Flash does force ZNX off the angle momentarily, and he will miss a shot in repercussion. Soneri swings out. Oh,
wow.
What? How is this round now winnable? They went back to their roots. B&E rolled back the mom, just went, you know what? We're going to run at you and we're going to kill you. And it's worked. And guess what? They're going back to B because one Flatro's lurking out. He sees nothing and he wins the fight at range against MDS.
Yeah, they just want Tina and they are very hungry for this fray. The XX can't afford to lose the opponent's engagement. There is not that much money. Big kill onto Juan Flatro, but the Orpa does eventually shut him down. 12-11 now for B&E as they resurge back into the lead.
Wanting to go 1 for 1 there, I feel like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, I know it wasn't in the same direction of the map, but going in that 4 versus 4. Also, great kill from Lollipop. Now, that's quite nice. Will they expect a double boost? Will they expect box here? They don't, but he gets blinded. Oh, no. He had the opportunity, but he gets blinded. That's a really good flash that reaches CT, and they were able to get the bomb down after dealing with that back bomb site player. A P250 in hand, there's only really so much you can do, and one Flatro just goes, you know what? I want 30 kills, and you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, 30 kills in what, 24 rounds? Very impressive statistics for him as GXX deals with MDS. ZNX does have an AK in tow, and he'll certainly be wanting to keep that come the next.
I'm still really trying to process this buy. Like, I cannot understand why you have 2,400 next.
Bad News Eagles, when they find their proper form, are a very, very solid roster. But Webster's, I mean, Amiga have proven themselves before, and ZNX continues to do so. One of the most prominent and consistent players for Webster's along this series. But again, they've not had too much time to prove themselves with the speed at which Mirage was finished. Tina, though, is anti-flash. Oh, it comes back to bite him. Isn't quite fast enough to react. And Scenari, well, he is this time through. Scenari drops the bomb, drops the rifle on the floor, leaving Juan Flatro in quite the tough scenario here.
Yes, it's maybe looking like this game's going to continue for a little bit longer, but for Juan Flatro, 31-12. Let's not count him out just yet. A little bit disconnected from his teammates, but he might not even need him. The disconnection might actually favor them because MDS is just going to walk into the crosshairs of GXX. ZNX finally puts an end to this chaos, but a quick retaliation with the orb. Oh, that's exactly what BNE needed at box in a 1v1.
But he is heading down the right avenue. If he goes short, if he gets this timing, GXX to barrel of the orb, but sticking White out. Box is going to be fast enough to react, and GXX is sent packing. Orb retrieved. Webster's then ZNX. He's still alive. Still very, very prominent. Can he survive the util barrage that I anticipate will start raining on in? Just about for now. But for how much longer, Freddy?
The rotations are very fast. Tinir as well is coming on the flank. Lollipop, even though he's on a shred of HP, will still find success. ZNX can only get 1-for-1, so the kills are going back and forth. 2 versus 2. Juan Flatro is using an AWP now, apparently. But look at Sereni. Look at how aggressive he's getting, but they've expected him. And now the Goliath, 34 HP, couldn't do it last round with an AWP in his hand in 30 seconds. Bomb down on first. Oranges jumps down, tries to isolate the 1v1 on Tinir, and can't quite just make it work this time.
To save. Webster's on the flip side. They've got a fantastic portfolio ready and waiting to receive BNE. But Juan Flatro, the unprecedented aggression. Big gap in the smoke deployed as Ringo bags another. Oh no, it's already a 5v3. MDS slowly overwhelmed. And Juan Flatro is already cutting off the rotation. That's massive from Juan Flatro. Oh my goodness, it's over. It's all over, Lollipop. In a 1 versus 4, Freddy, take us away.
No way is that how we're ending. No way is... Actually, no, it just makes sense. It makes sense to have Juan Flatro pick up the pieces, run up, and find the opening frag. Lollipop 21k has to get the 1 versus 4 ace to win us the map, and he walks into the hands of GXX. Webster's fall to the hands of BNE. Close but no cigar.
Goodness me, what a way to seal the deal. BNE had us on the edge of our seats there. I honestly thought we were going to overtime.